Grecian influence on modern twin flame ideology. Throughout history, the idea of two destined souls has fascinated humanity. Among the most influential voices was Plato, whose writings offered a profound interpretation of the twin flame myth and its significance in the human search for connection and meaning. Long ago, during an era when the earth was still young and the gods mingled freely with mortals, humans were vastly different from how we know them today. Everyone was born with 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 faces that looked in opposite directions. These remarkable beings danced joyfully in circles, moving with a harmony and strength that even captivated Zeus, the king of the gods. These extraordinary humans lived without fear, full of ambition and undivided in spirit. Their power was immense. They scaled the tallest mountains, braved stormy seas, and their laughter echoed from valley to valley. Their unity made them bold, so bold that the gods began to worry about their potential and the threat they might pose to the divine order. Fearing that these humans might one day challenge his rule, Zeus called the gods together atop Mount Olympus. After much discussion, they decided not to destroy humanity, but to weaken them by dividing their power. With a single bolt of lightning, Zeus split every human in 2, leaving each with only half their limbs and a single face. Upon awakening, the divided humans felt a deep emptiness, yearning for the missing part of themselves. No longer whole, they wandered the earth in search of their other half, longing to reunite with the soul from which they had been separated. Some traveled to distant lands, others gazed into the stars, all haunted by the memory of a perfect union they could no longer achieve alone. Occasionally, 2 souls would find each other again. In that moment, an ancient spark of recognition would ignite within them, rekindling the joy and strength of their former unity. Together, they became more than the sum of their parts. The search for one's twin flame, the other half of the soul, became a timeless journey, a quest to satisfy a longing for completion that endures through the ages. This legend teaches that every encounter and every embrace is guided by the memory of that original wholeness. The story of twin flames reminds us that somewhere in the world, a soul exists whose presence makes us feel complete. The journey to find this soul is as ancient as the stars themselves. Among the many stories that echo this timeless quest for reunion, the tale of Odysseus and Penelope stands out as a powerful example of love's persistence across distance and adversity. In the windswept land of Ithaca, Odysseus and Penelope shared a love as steadfast as the ancient oaks that lined the island's shores. Their bond was tested when Odysseus sailed across the seas to join the war in distant Troy. As he departed, Penelope watched from the cliffs, her heart torn by sorrow yet sustained by unwavering faith. Though years passed in his absence and suitors crowded her halls seeking her hand, Penelope remained resolute. She cleverly delayed making a choice, weaving by day and unraveling her work by night, her actions guided by hope and steadfast devotion. Odysseus's journey was filled with peril, storms, and monsters that tested his spirit. Yet through every hardship, the memory of Penelope's gentle gaze gave him strength and purpose. Her image was a beacon, guiding him through adversity and fueling his determination to return home. After enduring countless trials, Odysseus finally returned to Ithaca, disguised and weary from his travels. He found his home unchanged and his beloved Penelope still waiting. Their reunion was marked by a spark of ancient recognition, a profound reminder that even through separation and hardship, true souls remain bound. No matter the trials or distance, Odysseus and Penelope were destined to find one another, illustrating a love that endures against all odds. The story of Odysseus and Penelope beautifully captures the power of enduring love and the eternal search for wholeness. Yet, the legends of twin flames are not limited to mortals alone. They are echoed in the relationships between gods and humans as well. Another celebrated myth, that of Eros and Psyche, takes this theme even further. exploring how love can bridge the divide between the earthly and the divine. In an age when mortals and gods walked the earth together, Psyche, a princess of remarkable beauty, drew the envy of Aphrodite herself. The goddess of love, unable to tolerate a mortal rival, sent her son Eros on a mission to make Psyche fall hopelessly in love with the most miserable creature alive. But when Eros gazed upon Psyche, he was captivated by her grace. In a twist of fate, Eros pricked his own finger with his arrow, causing his heart to bind with hers and setting the stage for an extraordinary love story. Each night, Eros visited Psyche under the cover of darkness, keeping his identity hidden and forbidding her from seeing his face. Their love flourished in secrecy, but the growing suspicion and jealousy of Psyche's sisters sowed seeds of doubt in her heart. Tormented by curiosity and longing, Psyche eventually lit a lamp as Eros slept beside her, desperate to learn the truth. As she gazed upon Eros, a drop of oil from the lamp fell onto his skin, and he awoke. Wounded by Psyche's mistrust, Eros fled, leaving her heartbroken and alone. Refusing to let their love end, Psyche set out on a quest to find Eros and win back his affection. Her journey was fraught with insurmountable challenges, each devised by Aphrodite to break her spirit. Psyche was tasked with sorting immense piles of grains, gathering golden fleece, and braving the perilous descent into the underworld. Yet her unwavering devotion inspired invisible helpers and kind creatures to lend their aid, allowing Psyche to overcome each obstacle. Eros could no longer endure their separation. He appealed to Zeus, the king of the gods, who granted Psyche immortality. Reunited, Eros and Psyche became inseparable, embodying a love strengthened by faith, perseverance, and mutual trust. Their union bridged the divide between the mortal and divine realms, serving as a timeless reminder that love, when nurtured by devotion and resilience, can conquer even the greatest of challenges. Much like the journey of twin flames, Eros and Psyche's story echoes the pursuit of a soul's other half, a love that faces trials, separation, and tests of faith, only to be reunited stronger than before. Their tale illustrates that the twin flame journey is not just about finding one another, but about overcoming obstacles, growing together, and achieving a profound unity that transcends all boundaries. In reflecting on these timeless myths, we see that the journey of twin flames, whether mortal or divine, remains a powerful metaphor for the enduring nature of love.